Hi, everybody. I'm Tony, and this is the Tony and Heather Music Talk Show. We are joined today with our first ever double guest for the show, Mr. Jake and Luke Pallisard
And
from
they're
Frequilibrium.
brothers.
And they are brothers, the very infamous Pallisard boys. Welcome. We're very glad to have you here. So the layout of the show is going to be a little bit different today than it usually is. Usually we start with like bands of the week, then we have a music game, then you guys do your song, and then me and Heather have a song that you guys are free to jam along to with kind of wacky percussion instruments. But Heather is not feeling very well today, and she has to sing in Ireland next week, and so we're not going to drag her into singing today. So at the end, we're just going to jam. And that's the only main change. But we're very glad to have you here. We're going to start with Heather's band and or artist of the week. Who is it this time, Heather?
All right, this time it's Bobby Bare, which I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's like a older country singer, but like the good country, like Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Not like the new country, which I really
Yeah,
don't like at all.
I dig. Yeah, I feel you.
But I was just in Nashville over the weekend and for my sister's bachelorette party, and I saw Bobby Bare perform at the Grand Ole Opry, and it was like one of the coolest performances I've ever seen. Like, I've been to the Grand Ole Opry before, but I don't know, this time was just like super cool, and all the artists that performed were kind of like older. They were like people that keep coming back to the Grand Ole Opry like year after year, and so like everyone knew them. It was super fun, and so yeah, his name's Bobby Bare. He was born in 1935, so he's like 80. He's 82 now, and he was born in Ohio, just not too far from here. And then he went down to Nashville and just started like making music and stuff, and so yeah, it's kind of like that whole Johnny Cash vibe, Waylon Jennings type thing. And yeah, I really liked him. He sang this song called Drop Kick Me Jesus, which I thought I was like, it was so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have to ask. Usually with songs based on their title, you kind of have an idea of what the song sounds like. But
Right?
with Drop Kick Me Jesus,
Well,
I'm
it's a
left
typical-
not really understanding.
It's a typical like country folk song, you know?
I know you can't sing it. Can you hum a little bit
Yeah,
of it?
I can play it. I was listening to it this morning. And it's the first line is it's like drop kick me Jesus through the goalpost of life. So it's kind of
Wow.
like Jesus like take me. Oh, I was just listening to him this morning. I was listening to this other song called Are You Sincere? And it's from the Dual Tone album when Dual Tone hit the record company when they hit
Sure.
15 years. And Shaky Graves is on that album.
Shaky Graves
Yeah.
is a mighty
And
fine
I know we've
musician.
talked about Shaky Graves before. He's like one of my favorites. Yeah, and like the Lumineers is also signed with Dual Tone.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's he's with some pretty popular people, but he's just older now.
Very
All right,
cool.
I love this song.
This is Drop Kick Me
This
Jesus.
is Drop Kick Me Jesus. So it's like, typical old country, a little bluesy.
This is pretty good. Yeah, very, very Johnny Cashy.
Yeah.
But I dig it.
And obviously, Nashville's filled with Johnny Cash. I went to the Johnny
Sure.
Cash Museum too.
Did you
which is
did you
cool.
see did you get to see the Johnny Cash Bob Dylan exhibit at the Country
I did not.
Music Hall of Fame? It's
Oh, I went there
boy.
last time. I didn't
It
have time to go
it
there
is-
this
It
time.
is a treat. It's
But
all
yeah,
about
I went to
Nashville
Nashville.
skyline and stuff and the
Mhm.
making of it. Really cool. My
Yeah, so
artist
super fun.
is also a very old man. Well, he's dead now, but he
Oh.
would be very old if he were still alive. He's a blues guitarist called Sun Seals. I don't know if you guys have heard of Sun Seals, but he's one of the most remarkable bass players in all of blues, or guitar players in all of blues. And I got to play with his trumpeter the other night over at a bar called Blues in Chicago. And awesome venue, really cool. And he played there a bunch, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this thing on Sun Seals. So his real name is Frank, which is, I don't know, I thought it was gonna be something really extravagant because Sun is a pretty cool name. So it's Frank Sun Seals. Was born August 14th, 1942 in Osceola, Arkansas, in the United States, and he died in 2004 right here in sunny, really undecided on what the weather's gonna be, Chicago. And he began playing professionally at the age of 13, and he actually started on drums, which I found was a bit odd. While he was He started his own band at the age of 19, but in between 13 and 19, he played with Albert King, Rufus Thomas, Junior Park, Roscoe Gordon, and Jimmy Grubbs before starting his own band at 19. His career began to take off in 1971 when he moved to Chicago and got signed to Alligator Record. Since then, he has released 10 albums, all very, very, very good, and he's toured the entire world. He's played with Fish, because they're really big Sun Seals fans, which I was kind of like, what?
Oh, that's crazy.
But it's nuts, and they've covered a bunch of his songs, so he played with them a bunch of times. He's in the Blues Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he is just, if you don't know Sun Seals, ladies and gentlemen, then you absolutely have to check out Sun Seals. His style of playing is just really unique, but it's just excellent, and he's kind of got I was reading about him because I'd always kind of liked him, but I didn't know a lot about him. What a lot of critics said made him really cool is he had a little bit of a country western influence because he grew up in Arkansas and he played with Gibbs and stuff. He kind of had that a little bit of a country vibe,
That's
which
cool. Yeah,
is
it's
always
like
kind of interesting. In
Bobby
blues
Bear
music.
being on these different, record labels and stuff, surrounded by Johnny Cash and all those older people. Really, I was like reading up on him. It said it really influenced him, and same with like the others, like Johnny Cash and them.
Oh, of course.
Bobby
Yeah.
Bear influenced them, which I thought was pretty cool.
All right. Well, now we move into the segment of our show that is the music game show part of it. We have had segments like Donald Trump quotes or mumble rap lyrics in the past.
that was
And
my favorite
what was yeah, you were 1 for 4.
I could not figure out
what
which
was the
one was
one
what. I
last
kept saying
week?
Donald
What was the
Trump,
one
and
with
every time
Michael?
it was mumble rap.
What was the top song in like 1943?
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
the top year. So this
That was a
week
fun
it
one.
is famous musician day jobs. No, boys, don't peek. So basically, as you know, a lot of musicians have jobs that they do besides being famous musicians. So this week, our big game is uncovering some of those jobs.
All right. I
we will
actually
get
don't know
started.
these ones yet. Normally I know the
Yeah,
answers.
I didn't share it with you.
You didn't share it
because
with
I didn't
me
want you
this
to cheat. All right, we're gonna start off with Flea. Flea is one of the greatest bassists of all time. However, now in his free time, he does a lot of A, bush trimming, B, beekeeping, C, finger painting, or D, exotic animal farming.
I'm going to go with beekeeping.
You're going to go with beekeeping. Luke Pallisard, what do you got to say?
My answer is also beekeeping.
Your answer's going to be beekeeping.
Wow.
Jake.
Yeah, I would say that Flea likes bees.
Well, all three of you are 100% correct. He
All right.
beekeeps in his free time. I think he has a farm out in California.
That's
And
great.
he's a big honey guy now.
Right on.
Yeah. Steve Martin is one of the most famous and well-regarded comedians of all time. However, he is also a world-renowned blank player.
Oh, no, this one.
You know this one. Don't tell
yeah.
don't tell the
You
others.
gotta go last then.
A, saxophone. B, pan flute. C, bass. Or D, banjo.
Banjo.
You gonna say banjo? Luke Pallisard, what are you gonna say?
You shot me a look when you said bass.
I did.
I think
So
it's
I'm
because
just
you play bass.
I don't know. I'm gonna say bass
You're gonna
just
say
because of
bass?
that look. It's probably not right, but
And Jake, now you
You
said
know,
you know.
the other, like,
Have
say
you
a couple
heard him
weeks
play
ago.
this instrument?
Oh yeah, I was watching.
He
him.
is
So
remarkable.
good. I was
It
watching
is insane.
there's a Tiny
Desk concert.
with
That's
him.
where I saw him
I
too.
He's
wish.
Yes.
just killing it at the banjo.
Yeah, he is a banjo
All
player,
right.
and he's remarkable. I mean, he's
Yeah,
really,
he's-
really, really good.
He's really
They
good.
play a lot of instrumental, like bluegrass songs and stuff. It's really cool. I wasn't expecting to like it. I was just kind of watching. it
Yeah,
'cause it's
Sam.
Steve
I was
Martin,
like, really,
but,
it's
like,
Steve Martin.
but he's so good. All right, now, when Lil Yachty isn't
Oh my
laying
God.
down some sick mumble rap, he is also the owner of A
What?
pizzeria, B KFC franchise, C
What?
shoe store, or D Dick's Sporting Goods.
Is it a
Do you need those
shoe
options
store?
repeating?
Oh man.
What?
he
I didn't
probably
think
owns a
Lil Yachty
pizza place.
Did anything else?
So you're
How
saying
old
you're
is
saying
he? How old is he?
you're saying shoe store. I don't know. He's like probably like what
Isn't
20,
he
30
young?
something. I don't know.
Because Lil Pump's like
I'm
17.
also saying shoe store.
You're saying shoe store. You're
I
saying
think I'm
shoe
gonna
store.
go with
You're
shoe
saying
store.
pizzeria.
Pizza.
Jake is 100%
Ugh.
correct today.
No
What?
He
way.
owns a pizzeria.
What
Lil
the heck?
Yachty, what's his
Yeah.
pizza restaurant called?
You know what?
Oh,
I
it's
saw it.
Where is
definitely
It's-
it?
something dumb.
California?
It was something really weird. I don't remember if they had like special barbecue pizza they were known for. Somebody, there's like 5
God.
different other rappers that own pizzerias. Like
That's
we went through it. It
crazy.
was like Lil Yachty, Waka Flocka owns one, I think. Don't quote me on that. But there was a bunch, and we were just like, why do they all own pizzerias? Like every single one of them.
Did you know that Hulk Hogan owned a pasta restaurant?
It does not
Really?
surprise
It
me.
was called Pasta Mania, and it was open for less than a year.
Wow.
Oh my God.
What do you want what do you want when you want wrestling but also fine Italian cuisine? Pasta mania.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that answers all of my consumer needs. All right, now this one's probably the easiest one on the list, and so Jake, I have a feeling you'll get it right, and you might get all of these right, which would be pretty surprising.
This
Now,
is the
Billy-
best I've done.
Yeah.
I get
yeah,
all
you've,
of them
You've gotten
wrong.
like one
Yeah.
right today, and that's pretty good
No,
for
I got
you.
2. I got 2.
Oh, 2?
The beekeeping and the banjo.
Oh, that's right. That's right. All right. So Billy Corgan and his band, the Smashing Pumpkins, were one of the essential rock bands of the 90s. However, he now owns his own blank shop in Chicago.
Oh my God.
A. Flowers. B. Tea. C. Comic book. Or D. Buddhist medicine.
I have no clue.
Do you guys not know this one?
B. T.
No.
You're gonna
It's
say
a tea
tea.
shop, yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
tea shop. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the shop though, but apparently it's like
Yeah, they got some
pretty
cool
teas,
shop, yeah.
I've
Wow.
heard.
If you're into tea and in the Chicagoland area, make sure you go show Billy Corgan some love and buy some of his tea. Wouldn't it be
Wow.
cool if he owned his own Buddhist medicine shop though?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty wicked. Just be like, oh, that's cool. Like
would
I feel like Bob
definitely pay a
Dylan.
visit.
That'd be like
Bob
a
Dylan
Dylan
was on
thing.
his own Buddhist
But like you're
medicine
not
shop.
allowed to buy anything. You just have to
He's
like come
left.
in while he
Look,
yells at
it's
you. Yeah. All right, this is the last one. Now this one, I had no idea this was true, but it blew my mind. So I hope you boys are ready, and Heather. Justin Timberlake brought Sexy back to the Super Bowl. However, he is also the proud owner of what social media network? Is it A,
What?
Pinterest, B, Tumblr, C, MySpace, or D, Yelp?
Yelp.
You're gonna say Yelp?
I have 0 clue. That was a total guess. Or maybe
I'm gonna
not.
say Pinterest.
You're gonna say Pinterest?
Justin Timberlake strikes
That's
me
what I was
as the
thinking.
type
Is
of
a Pinterest
guy
guy?
who uses Pinterest.
I'm gonna go with Tumblr.
I'm gonna
Tumblr.
go with
I don't
Yelp,
really know what
I
that
guess.
is, but I'm gonna go with it.
All
Does MySpace
3
still really
of you
exist?
are wrong. It's MySpace.
What?
He is the
MySpace? Why
partial
would I
owner
MySpace?
Wait,
of
but how-
MySpace, which
How
is
does he
funny.
make money
That's
off
really
of it?
unfortunate.
I don't know. Apparently, a lot of musicians, I had no idea. A lot of musicians still go on there and like
Really?
post music and like share stuff.
That was like a 2007 thing. To
Yeah,
like bands would have
It's
like
so
band
weird.
pages.
And you know what else is kind of strange? Is he played in the social network movie, which was about
Oh, yeah.
Facebook,
Oh my god.
and he owns MySpace.
That makes 0 sense.
It makes I was baffled. I'm like,
Wow.
how is he making money off this?
They
Like,
should just shut it down.
it's
But yeah, it's probably just he probably just owns it so he can still have a MySpace page.
well, at this point, I kind of asked myself, like, if someone gave me like incredibly large amounts of money, and all I really knew is how to like act and
Buy
like play
stuff?
pop music, what would I buy? Like, I
Pizzeria.
might as pizzeria or a
Pizzeria,
MySpace. Yeah.
A tea shop.
Yeah, tea shop. Yeah, exactly my point. All right.
Bees. Just buy
Now-
a ton
yeah,
of
you can
bees.
just buy some bees.
Just buy some bees. Go out. Just let them out through the town, like go to like preschools, and just be like, ha.
Ew.
or some wasps. They don't really do anything.
Yeah, cool to have.
They're cool to have. You could have some exotic pet wasps.
That's
Oh
true.
boy. All right, now we are here in part to promote Frequilibrium's new EP, right? It's not a full-length album yet,
No,
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's coming later.
and the name of the album is
Can't carry the world.
"Can't Carry the World." I've been following you guys for a long time. I was there during the American Condition days. and such. And now it's so cool to see you guys in Frequilibrium. The EP sounds superb. I mean, it's really, really, really cool. Obviously, a lot more intricate than American Condition. But apart from that, what else has really changed over the course of being in the band and the course of Jake writing the music and such?
You know, I would say just I moved recently to a new town, and just the new experiences that I'm experiencing there have really been affecting the way that I'm writing and like the things that I'm writing. And Luke is writing himself much more
Well, that's
now.
really cool.
He's got one song that's going to be coming out on the album that we should be releasing near the end of the summer.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
hopefully.
Yeah, one song so far.
So far.
So far, he's got more.
And do you guys have any gigs coming up soon
Yeah,
that people
actually,
can catch you at? Yeah.
On March 24th, we're going to be at the Cubby Bear.
Oh, that's
actually.
cool.
And we're doing a road to summer camp. So basically, it's like the most people that come for one of the bands. We're playing with a couple bands. Gets to play Summer Camp Music Festival, which is a big festival in I think Southern Illinois.
Wow.
Wow, that's really cool. And I know that we can follow you guys on Instagram, because I follow you. But where else can we find and follow you guys?
We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. I'd say we're probably most active on Facebook. I think we're also on Twitter as well, but I don't know.
You think?
1,000%
I don't know
sure.
who's using the Twitter.
I'm definitely
I'm,
not on
I'm
Twitter.
definitely not logged in. I think I made it, but
Oh, you made it, but we don't use it.
yeah.
Oh boy.
So Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook
Instagram.
mainly.
But mostly Facebook.
And then
I was looking at your guys' Instagram the other day.
we can find your guys' music where at?
SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon Prime, anywhere where you could stream or listen to music.
Well, I am wiser now. My man Atlas told me I shouldn't try to hold his world up. He said, boy, you got some muscles that you have never used. All you got to do is go ahead and wake up. Don't you try to hold my world up. Don't you try to hold my world. Don't you try to hold my world up. Don't you try to hold my world. Well, Aphrodite, you know her suitcase was my burden for so long. She said, boy, you got some heart and soul, but that's not what your love is for. Lay your burden down and we'll both be stronger. Don't you try to hold my world up. Don't you try to hold my world. Don't you try to hold my world up. Don't you try to hold my world. Well, I am wiser now. My man Atlas told me I shouldn't try to hold his world up. He said, boy, you got some muscles that you have never used. All you got to do is go ahead and wake up. Don't you try to hold my world up. Don't you try to hold my world. Don't you try to hold my world up. Don't you try to hold my world. Don't you try to hold my world up. Don't you try to hold my world. Don't you try to hold my world up. Don't you try to hold my world.
Thank you very much.
Right. That was Jake and Luke Pallisard right there.
Great band.
That was by the Wood Brothers.
The Wood Brothers,
I've-
great band.
I've- are they old? Are they new? I
They're
haven't
newer,
heard of
they're
them.
newer.
They're newer. Well, that was awesome, guys.
Thank you
that was
very
really
much.
cool. All right. Usually at the end of the hour, me and Heather have like a song that we like to jam to or something, and then you guys jam with us with like crazy percussion instruments. But as I said, Heather is very sick, and if you cannot see through the camera, her great English, then know being here in person that I can feel her suffering. We appreciate her being here, but you still look. Well, it's because I put in. This is a shirt from
Puts
the
in a
70s.
collar shirt. He's
Collar
trying.
shirt,
It's a button.
He's trying his
button
best.
down. This is actually pretty like laid down. You guys, I wore like a
That's
like a
some
woman's
Sunday
blouse.
church
Your
clothes.
outfits are
Yeah.
extravagant. I will
Extravagant.
say
You
that.
know.
I'm familiar.
And like a tucked in t-shirt, and Tony's like, "What are you wearing?"
Well, it's
Can't do this.
yeah, I know. I like to be.
I have like minimal makeup on. And he's like, "You're not ready."
Yeah, I know. I'm like, Heather, I have a bigger face
He
on than you
has.
do right now. But anyway, in any event, this is if you want to pass that over to Jake's guitar, it will do a nice little turnaround here. So this is a jam song that we've used in the past when any of our guests kind of want to jam and we don't have. We did this with Mr. Robinson. I think that was, yeah, we did it with that, and that was a lot of fun. There we go.
Good job.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun song to jam to. It's really easy. It's just B minor to E minor. It was written by Zach Lazowski, who is a very good guitarist, and myself. And so we hope you like it.
All right, let's
And
jam.
you just jam to it. All right, let's go.
Walk along those licorice leaves. Whatever puts my mind to sleep. Yeah, you can feel it running through your system. Walk along those empty seas. Yeah, never gets your mind to see. Yeah. You can feel it running through your system. Move along, play the guitar till you feel it in your body.
crazy. But thank you. That was fun.
That was awesome,
That was a
man.
fun jam.
Good jam. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, you guys. Well, thank you very much for coming by. We appreciate it.
Great to be here.
Everyone go look, check out Frequilibrium on Instagram, possibly Twitter, mostly Facebook.
Definitely.
And then check out their EP one more time.
Can't carry the world. Can't carry the world. It's everywhere where music is listened to.
That's right.
So check it out now.
Even your thoughts, you can find it.
Yeah.
The
if you
recesses
listen
of
to
your
it,
mind.
your thoughts.
After you listen to it, yeah, there you go.
You could stream it again from your
Over
mind,
and over
from
and
your
over
brain.
again. And the greatest music player of all time, our
The
imagination.
human brain.
That's right. And on that note, we will see you next time. If you like the show, be sure to go check out the rest of the episodes on LTTV Tube or on Channel 99 and wherever else you can find LTTV. That is for certain. And we will see you next time with the brand new Tony and Heather music show. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
1, 2, 3.
I've been holding out for so long, reaching out for someone that's too far gone. You've left promises before, booked out the door when the cards were all laid out and you could not pay in full. But ooh, Maxine, I don't ever wanna see you leave me. Ooh, Maxine, I don't ever wanna see you leave me. Ooh, I do not see the consequences, so let's turn off the lights and the telephone. Relax our minds and just get stoned.